Hello and welcome to this YouTube video. If you just watched the last one I posted a few hours ago, I've been looking at this week on how if you scale back the graphic settings within your game, you can actually drastically increase the FPS performance. And that must sound, again, like the most obvious thing. Everyone knows that. But a lot of people are afraid to scale back beyond a certain point. So I was looking at the lowest settings within two games and just hopefully trying to set a precedent that it really doesn't look that bad, and it's a great tool to use in order to increase performance or just increase the longevity of your system. And the same principle lies with scaling back the resolution within any games that you might play. Now, for example, Kingdom Come Deliverance, as showcased here, is something which my RX 580 does struggle with, especially if I go beyond the medium/high settings. I have to kind of combine those settings to get a stable 60 FPS. Now, as you can see, I'm actually playing it on the very high settings, not on ultra high, but just the one below, and I'm getting a constant 100 plus because I've scaled back the resolution to 720p. Now again, there seems to be, like choosing the lowest settings within a game, it seems to be scaling back the resolution is something that either a lot of people forget to do, or a lot of people sort of feel that it damages the experience that you'll be able to enjoy. And I've seen a growing trend with a lot of people, even friends, they will spend £400, £500, £600 on a graphics card, but they won't pair that, say, with a 2K monitor because they're afraid of not being able to play at high settings and at 100 plus FPS, forgetting the fact that you could have a 2K monitor and, I mean, a £400, £500 graphics card would, like a 70 Ti or 1080, would be able to run most titles very nicely on that. But if you did find a title, maybe like this game, which is notorious for crippling your GPU, then you can, on that 2K monitor, scale back to 1080p and still enjoy a fantastic gaming experience. Now, I'm using a 1080p monitor, so I've scaled back, as you saw in the settings, to 720p. And even though 720p is kind of like a resolution which is dead and gone in most people's views, it still delivers a nice gaming performance. It still delivers a visual performance which is very nice. It's not quite as clear, not quite as sharp as 1080p, but it still looks good and it still can provide a good experience. Again, enabling another option, another tool to extract the most performance out of your PC. And the only thing I really noticed that was different between 720 and 1080 was, yes, it's not quite as clear and crisp around the edges as regards the details, but then the biggest thing I noticed was, the FPS counter in the top right screen, top right corner of the screen actually is a bit bigger, and the graphics card menu that pops up, the writing's a bit bigger. Which is kind of silly, but it's the main thing that I noticed. So again, if you watched my other video, I apologize, I rambled on in that video, but I'm going to cut this one pretty short, and just let me know your thoughts. Is it something that you might consider doing now to enable you to perhaps extract a little bit more, or try to increase the amount of time that in between upgrades? That's what I'm trying to get at, mincing my words there, to try and extract the most performance. But let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.